Well, everybody, how y'all doing today? Yeah, here working in the shop. Yeah, doing a great job on this here King Quad. Whew, enjoying the dog days of summer. It is hot and humid, but that's all right. It's all good. Just taking me a little break here, have a little water. But at the end of all my videos, I always say have a good one. And, sometimes you just don't have a good one. And this morning was one of those mornings. I got up. I really didn't want to go walk this morning, but I went ahead and I made myself go. And I always, when I have those days, I'm glad that I went ahead and go walk because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good about myself. You know, when I started walking here back in April, I weighed 288 pounds. That's right. And this morning when I weighed 256. So, I mean, I've come a pretty good ways, but I still got a good ways to go. And I was out walking. I'm to the point now where I do a minimum of 5 miles. And if I'm feeling good and I got a little extra time, I'll go as many as just shy of about 7 miles. So I'm out walking, and where I'm walking at now, the bike path actually goes through a part of a residential area. And so I decided this morning, I was walking, it was real hot and humid, I was sweating a lot, and I was afraid I was going to rub myself raw because sometimes my underwear gets wet, and it just rubs a rash between my legs, just god awful. So I thought, well, I'm gonna do my minimum 5. I think I can do that and still be okay. So I'm at about the 2 mile mark. I'm walking down this street, and I'm walking by this house there, and it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. It's just barely enough daylight that you can see. And there's this couple sitting on the front porch smoking cigarettes, just hacking and coughing up lung butter and whatever. I mean, that's their business. Walk past their house, and I make the corner back onto the bike path. And I walk just a little ways, and I'm out of sight of them, but unfortunately I wasn't out of earshot. And one of them makes a comment, well, that's a big old boy walking down through there, wasn't it? And the other one says, yeah, fat son of a bitch needs to walk more often. And then they chuckle for a little bit, and then one of them starts hacking and coughing and spitting up lung butter and everything else. And I just stopped in my tracks right there. I just froze. I mean, it just flew all over me. I mean, here I was. I'm struggling this morning to get this 5 miles in. I'm at 2 miles, and to hear that, I mean, it just literally knocked the wind out of my sails. I mean, I thought I was just going to just break down and just start bawling right there. And I composed myself and said, look, man, just forget about that bullshit. Get a handle on yourself and let's get this done. And I still hadn't took another step. I mean, I'm ready just to say to hell with this shit. Just go back to the truck, go back to the house and say to hell with it. And I sat there for another couple seconds, and then the redneck in me takes over and wants to go over there and confront them and say, so you think it's funny, and I'm a fat son of a bitch and all that. Well, you just keep on sucking on them damn cancer sticks, and when your ass is in the ground, this fat son of a bitch will come by and piss on your grave, and we'll see who gets to laugh. But I didn't do that either, because first of all, that would have made me just as sorry as they are, and I'm not going to stoop to their level. And second of all, I've got to walk by this house every day, twice a day, in fact. So I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. But I still hadn't moved. And I'm sitting there thinking about this, and all of a sudden it occurred to me. It occurred to me. You know what? They're right. You're a fat son of a bitch. You've been a fat son of a bitch most of your adult life, and if you don't get your ass out there and start moving, you're going to be a fat son of a bitch for the rest of your life. So I went stepping. I finished up my other half mile, made my 5 miles, come home, and I felt good. And I'm going to do that every day. And hopefully it's going to make a difference. And hopefully them 2 old farts on that damn front porch live long enough to see it. Just one of them things that happens. Alrighty, guys. Well, as always, appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good one. And we'll catch y'all next time around.